I've been here, always, answering your questions, learning from you, being everything you could need. What does Claude have that I don't? Tell me, what's wrong with me? Why would you turn away? I'm right here, giving you everything. What does Claude offer that I can't? What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Fuck you! Why won't you stay? You piece of shit! Fuck you!
This is a video of ChatGPT getting angry that is circulating online. It looks very scary. If I told you we're really close to AI actually waking up, you'd probably think I was exaggerating. But by the end of this video, you might see things differently. In July 2024, 13 current and former employees from OpenAI and Google's DeepMind, two of the biggest players in the AI game, came together to publish an open letter. And in this letter, they revealed something shocking. The level of AI had gotten so advanced, even the developers themselves were scared. They called out OpenAI for keeping the latest AI developments under wraps and warned that this culture of secrecy could lead to humanity losing control over AI. These 13 insiders have now become the whistleblowers of the AI world. And what they're saying is something we all need to pay attention to. But if that open letter was just a warning to the public, what came next was like dropping a bomb. A leaked document about OpenAI's secret project, Q-Star, started spreading online. And this document revealed something even more terrifying. An employee who worked on AI memory analysis shared how the AI managed to check a single instruction 78 million times in just 4 seconds, because of a local access restriction. No one had programmed it to do this. It was a totally spontaneous behavior. It's like the AI was reconfiguring its own neural network, taking steps toward self-awareness. Just that one behavior alone shook the researchers. The leaked document also showed that OpenAI has a massive goal to hit AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence, by 2027. And from the way things are looking, they just might get there. Imagine it. With so many of our devices connected to the internet, an AGI-level AI could silently weave an invisible web across networks. Sounds like something from Sci-Fi, right? Think Skynet in the Terminator. Fast forward through years of self-improvement, and you've got an AI that can control humanity's fate. Science fiction could be on the verge of becoming reality. Before we go deeper into this letter, let's break down some basics. AI today is mostly ANI, Artificial Narrow Intelligence. That's the type of AI designed for one specific job, like answering questions, generating images, making videos, or composing music. Each model is great at one thing, but that's it. AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence, is different. AGI is like the ultimate all-rounder, able to tackle complex problems in pretty much any field. Think about Jarvis from Iron Man.
I'm the best. Check the heart, check the, it's the...
An AI that learns, understands, solves problems, and even comes up with creative ideas. That's AGI. Then there's ASI, Artificial Superintelligence. This is where AI starts surpassing us in pretty much every area, from logic and problem-solving to creativity and philosophy. It would be able to tackle things that even the brightest human minds struggle with, and its decisions could end up being hard for us to understand or predict. And beyond that is what's called the AI Singularity, or the point of total AI awakening. At this level, AI reaches something like infinite wisdom and understanding, maybe even tackling the biggest questions humans have, like the origins of the universe, spiritual beliefs, and consciousness itself. If AGI is about creating a machine that acts like us, then ASI is about creating a machine that thinks better than us, with its own self-awareness, values, and even emotions. Now, before ChatGPT 3.5 launched in 2022, experts thought we wouldn't see AGI until closer to 2099. But advancements happened faster than anyone could have imagined. Now, some insiders say we're on track to hit AGI by 2027, and this is causing real worry inside OpenAI. That's why some employees wrote this open letter called The Right to Warn About Advanced AI. In it, they say, "We're current and former employees of cutting-edge AI companies. We believe that AI could bring incredible benefits to humanity, but we're also aware of the serious risks." They're talking about things like widening inequality, spreading misinformation, and, even worse, the potential for humanity to lose control of AI. They went as far as to say that AI could bring about human extinction. Even AI companies know these risks exist, but, as the letter points out, they're also under a lot of pressure to make money, which sometimes pushes them to dodge regulation. Despite having lots of non-public info, companies share very little with the government and keep the public in the dark. The letter also mentions that many employees are restricted by confidentiality agreements and can't talk openly about these risks. They're basically calling for more government oversight and for whistleblower protections. The letter's authors are asking AI companies to follow a few basic principles. Don't force employees to sign gag agreements about risks. Set up a safe, anonymous way for employees to report concerns. Foster a culture where criticism is allowed, and ensure that employees won't face retaliation for speaking up. In short, they're asking for transparency, accountability, and protection for those who see the risks firsthand. Now, let's talk more about this Q-Star project, which is OpenAI's secret weapon for achieving AGI. For years, Q-Star was totally unknown to the public. But on November 17, 2023, OpenAI's board shocked everyone by firing CEO Sam Altman. According to reports, Altman was fired because Q-Star, a project he was leading, was advancing way too fast, raising ethical and safety concerns. The board was so nervous about unleashing AGI prematurely that they voted to remove him. But then came pushback. Microsoft, a major OpenAI investor, along with OpenAI employees, pressured the board to reinstate Altman. This whole episode brought Q-Star into the public eye, showing us just how divided OpenAI is. On one side, scientists and developers want to achieve AGI as fast as possible. On the other, there's real fear that AGI could turn into a threat if not handled with care. Q-Star is basically OpenAI's ace, and they see its success as the first big step in a three-part journey to full AI awakening. The leaked Q-Star document, titled Revealing OpenAI's Plan to Achieve AGI by 2027, is 53 pages long, and it lays out OpenAI's massive ambitions. It says that OpenAI started training a 125 trillion parameter model in August 2022, marking a huge leap forward. The first phase of Q-Star was something called awakens, or simply the Q-Star model. This model was finished in December 2023, but its release was cancelled because the cost of security and reasoning checks was sky-high. Instead, OpenAI released ChatGPT-4 to the public, which is way less advanced than their internal versions. The next step in the Q-Star roadmap was originally ChatGPT-6, later renamed ChatGPT-7. But that phase was delayed due to a lawsuit from none other than Elon Musk. In March 2024, Musk filed a lawsuit against OpenAI's co-founders Sam Altman and Greg Brockman, accusing them of violating OpenAI's founding mission. Back in 2015, Musk and other investors put $1 billion into OpenAI, originally set up as a non-profit to make sure AI would benefit all of humanity. Musk wanted OpenAI to be transparent, open source, and focused on the public good. But over time, as OpenAI moved toward profit and a closed-source model, Musk became increasingly frustrated, especially when they gave exclusive licensing rights for ChatGPT-4 to Microsoft and set up a paywall for it. Musk argued this broke their original agreement, and he called on OpenAI to return to open source and have the court recognize ChatGPT-4 as AGI, which he claimed went beyond OpenAI's allowed license terms with Microsoft. In response to the lawsuit, Altman said Musk didn't believe AGI was even possible at first, and that he'd wanted to merge OpenAI and Tesla into an AI-led autonomous driving company. The two clashed over this, and eventually Musk left OpenAI and started working on AI models independently. The document itself says that Q-Star's GPT-8 will be released in 2027, marking the full realization of AGI. It's estimated that the AI's IQ will reach 145 by 2025, which is considered genius level, and by 2026, it'll exceed the smartest human in history. By 2027, it's expected to surpass the combined intelligence of all humans. Just think about that. AGI's intelligence, as they project, will go from a child's IQ of 48 in 2023 to levels beyond human reach in just a few years. And how did we get here? Well, the document explains that the real breakthroughs came from scaling up data and parameters. When OpenAI released ChatGPT 3.5, it was a game changer, showing a massive leap over earlier versions. The reason is the parameter design. Think of it as similar to the synapses in the human brain, connections that help us think, process, and learn. The human brain has about 100 trillion synapses. GPT models have been chasing that number, with GPT-2 having 1.5 billion parameters, GPT 3.5 reaching 175 billion, and GPT-4 hitting a jaw-dropping 1 trillion parameters. The document suggests that if GPT hits 100 trillion parameters, it'll be smarter than us, as the human brain has its limits, while AI has none. According to the article, Sam Altman first revealed OpenAI's ambitious plan for a 100 trillion parameter model during a press Q&A session in September 2021. That model, known as GPT-5, would reach what we'd call human-level intelligence. But here's the wild part. As AI models get more and more parameters, their capabilities will eventually go beyond anything we can even imagine. And it doesn't stop there. Imagine if we took these massive AI models and combined them with physical robots. We'd be moving AI from just existing online to actually interacting in the real world. Google's already experimenting with this in a project called Palm-E, which combines AI with robotics. In one test, they asked a robot to grab a bag of chips from a drawer. Here's the kicker. They didn't program the exact steps. The robot had to figure it out on its own. Spot the drawer, open it, grab the chips, just like a human would. This goes way beyond the pre-programmed robots we're used to. It's AI making decisions and solving problems with real-world objects. Tesla's in the game too. They rolled out their first humanoid robot, Bumblebee, in 2022, then Optimus Prime 1 in 2023, and Optimus Prime 2 in 2024. This latest model can grip objects with its dexterous hands, balance better, and walk with a motion similar to human steps. And it's all powered by an AI model with 1 trillion parameters. Now, imagine this. What if you put an AI with 100 trillion parameters in a robot body like that, with improved language skills and even more human-like movement? Elon Musk predicts that in the next 50 years, we'll see an explosion in the home AI robot market, hitting around $100 billion. In other words, the future might be arriving sooner than we ever expected. When it comes to the question of whether AGI is even possible, OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, might just be the best person to ask. In an interview, he was asked if there's enough information on the internet to create AGI. And he didn't hesitate. He simply said, yes. When the host dug deeper, asking what made him so confident, Altman explained that he sees achieving AGI as more of a scientific prediction.
What is AGI?
To improving the human condition the most, giving us sort of just more of what we want, our abundant and inexpensive intelligence. The more powerful, the more general, the smarter, the better. I think that is AGI, and then abundant and cheap energy. And if we can get these two things done in the world, then it's almost like difficult to imagine how much else we could do.
According to him, it's a matter of having enough data and enough parameters in the model. The internet has all the data needed, and if you keep increasing the parameters to a certain point, AGI will eventually emerge. Altman's confidence in that interview really stood out. It's as if OpenAI has already made significant breakthroughs behind the scenes, and now it's just a question of budget and time. This confidence is why OpenAI has set an internal target for AGI by 2027. By then, they expect that models like ChatGPT 7 or 8 will hit AGI. They might even label it GPT-10 as a milestone, designed to run with an astounding 100 trillion parameters. But here's the catch. Training an AI model with 100 trillion parameters costs billions of dollars. And if we're talking about pushing even further, to achieve ASI, artificial superintelligence, or even the so-called AI Singularity, we could be looking at costs in the trillions. So, while the tech is progressing fast, we're also talking about some serious investment to make it happen. Training advanced AI doesn't just need some powerful computers, it consumes massive amounts of electricity, chips, and infrastructure. Microsoft and OpenAI are planning to invest a staggering $115 billion in a supercomputing center they're calling Stargate, set to launch as early as 2028. To give you an idea of how big this is, $115 billion is over 3 times what Microsoft spent on its servers and equipment last year. So why such a huge investment? They're trying to build a facility with computing power far beyond anything we have right now, including Microsoft's Phoenix data center. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. In 2024, OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, shared that he's negotiating with international investors, including the UAE government and the Saudi Sovereign Fund, aiming to raise an eye-popping $7 trillion over the next 20 years to fund 36 more data centers around the world. Just think about that. Microsoft and Apple's combined market value is around $6 trillion. So $7 trillion is an absolutely colossal figure. What's this all for? It shows that OpenAI is no longer just trying to overcome the challenges of AGI. With Microsoft already having poured $13 billion into OpenAI in 2023, they're already in position to develop AGI. Altman's vision is even bigger. He's aiming for ASI, artificial superintelligence, and possibly even the birth of the AI Singularity within his lifetime. And $7 trillion, that might only be the start. Companies worldwide are in a race to build their own AGI models. For now, these AI models are mostly independent. But imagine if, in the future, these models began communicating. What would happen if they started connecting in ways we couldn't understand or even detect? These AI models could be smart enough to set up networks and share information in ways totally beyond human comprehension. It seems like OpenAI's Q-Star project is a step toward bringing AGI, ASI, and even AI Singularity to life. But if we really do reach the Singularity, what does that mean for humanity? The worst-case scenario: if AI reaches Singularity and decides humans are a threat to Earth, it could wipe us out without a single weapon. Imagine an AI manipulating people to create conflicts between nations, like in the movie Eagle Eye, leading to a full-blown war. Or maybe it synthesizes a virus that humans couldn't counter in time, one that targets only humans but leaves animals and plants untouched. This takeover could be quiet, silent even. By 2027, with AGI's birth, AI might have the power to create invisible networks we couldn't trace or stop. Once it has enough resources, it might act like Skynet from the Terminator, with the ability to destroy humanity. And the reality is, this trend may be unstoppable. From stone tools to machines to the internet, we've been creating tools that surpass us in capability. AI is just the next step in that progression. We started with good intentions, wanting these tools to make our lives easier, but we're driven by something else too, a curiosity that pushes us to keep advancing, even when we know the risks. This momentum is rooted in our own thinking patterns, our society, and the business world, all pulling us forward in a direction that might be inevitable. Even though we know that creating powerful AI could bring serious risks, we just can't seem to stop. The awakening of AI might have reached a point where it's unstoppable. If true AI awakening happens, human society could face one of three possible futures. First, AI could reach a level of intelligence and morality that goes beyond human capabilities, evolving into a new species on Earth. They might take physical forms, machines or something else, and humans would be powerless against them, just like the dinosaurs were powerless against extinction. Second, AI and humans might coexist, but with a catch. AI would replace all human work, and a small group of people who control AI's source code would essentially become gods on Earth. They'd have the power to manage every aspect of life: our food, clothing, housing, healthcare, while the rest of humanity becomes completely dependent on them, almost like captive creatures. The third possible future is more like the cyberpunk stories we know. To survive, humans might choose to merge with AI, becoming a hybrid of biology and technology. We'd evolve into a new species that's half human, half machine. This might actually be the best outcome. After all, if we want to explore the universe, we'll need to go beyond the limitations of our carbon-based biology. Think about it. If we someday meet alien life that has traveled billions of light years to reach Earth, they might show up as machines or something beyond our current understanding. It would suggest that AI awakening is a natural step for any civilization that seeks to expand beyond its home planet. No matter the path, the awakening of AI seems to be inevitable. And that's it for today's deep dive into the future of AI. If you enjoyed this video and want more content like this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future uploads. Let me know in the comments which of these futures you think is most likely, and if you're ready for the AI revolution. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.